Hi, my name is Corinne and I'm a Feng Shui consultant. And today I want to talk about ways to make your room a sanctuary so you can sleep better at night. The goal is to create more yin energy in your bedroom than yang energy. Yang energy is the strong energy, and yin energy is the soft energy. So we want your bedroom to be as yin as possible. The first thing as a feng shui consultant that I would recommend is to remove electronics from your bedroom. Computers, TVs, phones. I know in this day and age, almost everyone has electronics in their bedroom, but they emit electromagnetic radiation, and oftentimes people have them right by their heads. Not only will this affect your sleep, but it will also negatively impact your health. Do you have strong energy colors in your room? Do you have a lot of red? Do you have a lot of yellow, a lot of orange, even a lot of white? White can be disruptive and not very restful. I would say go with an off-white if you're going to do whites in your room. Your soft colors should definitely be more than your stronger colors, such as the red, the orange, and the yellow. Um, Good colors for a bedroom are blue and green. Those are very restful colors. But again, I wouldn't do them too bright or too primary. I would go with secondary colors, softer colors, lighter colors. I know that it's very tempting to do bright colors, especially in a kid's room or a baby's room. But again, that's not going to help their sleep very much. So I would definitely lean towards pastels for children's room and muted colors. You don't want too many pictures in your room. You don't want it to be too overwhelming, too much for the mind to take in. Think about the shapes in your room. A lot of sharp angles are very yang energy. If you have a lot of sharp corners, that will bounce a lot of energy around. If you could go for softer angles like curved furniture, curved corners. Don't have mirrors in your bedroom either because the mirrors bounce the energy around the room. So you want to avoid having mirrors in your bedroom. If you do want a mirror in your bedroom, I would definitely not place it so that it reflects your bed at all, and possibly cover it at night. That way you'll have less energy bouncing around your room. Low contrast is also very restful, a very monochromatic theme. You could do different shades of the same color, different shades of green, different shades of brown. Brown can go into beige, and beige can go into cream. So brown would be a nice way to introduce monochromatic colors in your room. Also, you'd want to check to see on the Bagua map where your room falls because, you want to work with that as well. For instance, if your bedroom falls in the southeast sector, which is wealth and abundance, you might want to do your bedroom in a purple theme. If your bedroom is in the north or the northeast, you might want to go with blue. If you have a clock, a digital clock with that has lights that stay lit up during the night, that probably is not going to help your sleep either. Do recommend room darkening curtains or blackout curtains. There are times when that just isn't feasible, or you just like how the sunlight comes through in the morning through the softer curtains, and you don't want to give that up. That's totally understandable. So I would say go as dark as you feel comfortable because that will definitely help you get into a deeper sleep. does the energy from your doorway go across the bed? You'll want to make sure your bed is positioned in a way that the energy from your door does not cut across the bed. Okay, another item is to have a solid wall behind your bed. A lot of rooms, people have a high window and they like to place their bed under that high window. And I don't recommend that because the energy will come straight down on your head. So you subconsciously feel more secure with a solid wall behind your bed. Also, that applies to the headboard as well. For the headboard, you don't want slats or metal. I would say have a solid, soft headboard would be ideal, like a fabric cushioned headboard. That would be what I recommend, but definitely solid, not slats. You want a secure wall and a secure headboard, strong, solid but soft headboard behind your head for restful sleep. Okay, I know a lot of you love plants. I do too. I have so many plants, and they're great to purify the air. But I would keep the plants to a minimum in the bedroom because plants are live energy. They're yang energy. It's a beautiful energy, but it's not going to help your sleep. So I'm not going to say, don't have plants at all because I think plants go everywhere. And really, honestly, the plant will tell you where it's happiest, and that's where you have to keep the plant. But I would say keep the plants to a minimum. Moving objects at night, like if you have a fan, and I know in some places it's so hot, it's really hard to sleep without a fan at night, even with the air conditioning going. But the fan, just, keep in mind it is moving energy. So it is yang energy. So it is not going to help with a restful sleep. So if there's a way to create fresh air, like open your windows if it's cool enough outside instead of using the fan, I would recommend that. But again, like I said, it really depends on where you live. Artwork. So in your bedroom, I would definitely recommend artwork that promotes rest. So let's use water for an example. If you have an image of a waterfall, that is going to be yang energy because it's moving water, as opposed to if you have an image of a lake, that's still water. So even if you have like a ripple, it's very subtle, the lake energy. So if you want images of natural bodies of water, I would say go with the lake as opposed to going with a waterfall or ocean waves crashing against the cliffs. Also, if you have a lot of photographs in there, that energy of having eyeballs, the open eyes is going to affect your sleep. So if you have images of people, maybe have them where it's like a side profile and the eyes aren't looking right at you, or maybe if it's a baby, they're sleeping because that's a more restful energy. If your kid has a lot of stuffed animals with those open eyes, I would say put them in the closet or put them somewhere where those eyes are covered at night because that is not going to promote a restful sleep. Fabrics. Okay, so stripes are high energy, they're strong energy. So I would go with solids as much as possible, really small, subtle prints. Um, and I'd stay away from large patterns, large prints with bright, bold colors. Keep it decluttered as well. I'd love to know if you got anything from this video. If you did, please let me know in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like button and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.